What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's DT, and I am the Millennium Boomer. Welcome back, welcome back. Today, I have a special guest with me. It is Hora. We are going to be reacting to the death battle of Hulk versus Brawly. So this is going to be a good one, I think. It's
a good matchup.
It's going to be Marvel versus Dragon Ball Super, because they're using, I believe they're using this Super Brawly. It just says Dragon Ball, but it looks like it's going to be the Dragon Ball Super Brawly. So let's think about this real quick here. Hulk kind of, he's a planet buster. So is Brawly. So before we even get into any of like the analysis that they do between both characters, what do you think is going to win?
Honestly, I think Brawly's got it. I mean, I've read a lot of the whole comic books. I've seen a lot of the movies. No matter which way you look at it, I've even watched the old Hulks. Mm-hmm. You know, I think at the end of the day, Brawly's got it.
Yeah, I think so too. I mean, it's always weird because I noticed throughout the death battle history, I've watched every single death battle. Whenever they pit comic book universe people versus anime universe people, it's always it's always the comic book people that win, because like they're just so OP. But I think like this one, it's going to really just come down to, I think, like overall endurance per se, because they're both planet busters in their own right. So it all depends on what analysis they're going to be going with. If they're going to go with Brawly throughout all iterations, including Super, we might see Brawly come out on it, but it all depends. I think Hulk.
And there's all kinds of different variations of the Hulk too. So
it all depends on what they're going to do. So we're going to jump in onto this. Let's go boop, and we're gonna actually shoot that down a little bit. There we go. All right, we're going to go full screen. We're gonna get started right into this. We're gonna let their ads run, but I'm gonna mute them.
This episode of Death Battle is sponsored by Warner Bros. Pictures and HBO Max. Wonder Woman 1984 in theaters and HBO Max on December 25th. Streaming on HBO Max for a limited time of 31 days from its theatrical release.
Have you been aching for a movie that inspires hope and an escape, full of heart and mystery and intense epic action? Look no further than Wonder Woman 1984 in theaters and HBO Max on December 25th.
Slip into the world of the 1980s. Vibrant, sleek, and driven by excess, just like me.
Diana Prince has been keeping a low profile as a superhero, but will soon be dragged into a conflict that will decide the fate of this brave new world.
Watch as Wonder Woman battles Maxwell Lord and the Cheetah in some of the most fun action scenes ever put to film.
Wonder Woman 1984 is in theaters and HBO Max on December 25th. Streaming on HBO Max for a limited time of 31 days from its theatrical release.
All right, here we go.
As primal as the ground we walk.
Oh my god.
I love the Gumball.
Yeah, oh my god. I love that show.
The Gumball crossover with Dragon Ball.
The Amazing, what was it, The Amazing World of Gumball or something?
Yes.
Oh yeah, it was super good.
I really need to start watching.
And I love the fact that like I said, I've been watching ever since they've started doing Death Battle, so a very long time. I love now that we have Wiz and Boomstick as animated characters in this. I love that the production was able to get so much further and so much more funding that they're able to do this. It's pretty cool. Keep up the good work, Rooster Teeth. You guys are doing good.
On in the air we breathe, anger can keep us alive or doom us forever.
Oh my god.
Homer Hulk.
Marge.
Well, on that fun note, let's jump into our season finale.
Oh, this is the season finale. All right, yeah. I mean, makes sense. Okay.
First up is the Incredible Hulk, Marvel's mean green world-breaking machine.
Then there's Broly, the legendary Super Saiyan from Dragon Ball. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
Okay, so I guess they're just gonna go through all the iterations and see, like, they'll probably like do stuff. Okay.
And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
Ooh, look at the animation that they're gonna have on that death battle. That's kind of cool.
I've always loved sci-fi and the idea of being right on the edge of discovery and frontiers of space.
Yeah, either one
and doing exploration
and
in Eve allows me to do all of that stuff.
Comes down to like
you get to use cloaking devices.
young Bruce Banner was a genius.
Comes down to like a tie.
And the son of nuclear physicist Brian Banner,
who was just the absolute shittiest dad ever, complete with mom murdering and super baby slapping.
Super baby slapping.
He's a superhero in his own right.
Yeah, right? Super baby slap.
Naturally pretty distraught, Bruce's trauma due to parental abuse internalized itself as a second personality, an angry, childlike brute that just wanted to be left alone.
Even with that angry shadow in his head, Bruce grew up to be a leader in the study of gamma radiation. So like a total nerd who probably got beat up all the time.
He had that covered. During a gamma bomb test, Bruce was caught in the blast zone and absorbed enough radiation to, well, die.
Except he kind of didn't. Well, not permanently.
Except he kind of didn't.
Is it just me or did that look like Cheerios?
Instead, the bomb opened a door that let Bruce's alternate personality step into the world.
Thus, using his anger, Bruce Banner transformed into the Incredible Hulk.
The Hulk is one of the strongest mother hubbers in all of Marvel.
He can lift a 150 billion ton mountain, shatter asteroids twice the size of Earth, leap into orbit from the ground, and even mess with the fabric of reality by punching.
Whatever.
See what I mean about like just stupid, overpowered garbage? Like Brawley can do none of that. So, like, what does Brawley even bring to the table aside from him being a planet buster in his own right? Like,
I mean, if they were to bring more of Brawley into Dragon Ball, we'd know more about him.
For a time storm is, you bet your ass he can punch it and break time.
The Hulk's absurd power is tied to his rage. The angrier he gets, the stronger he becomes.
And according to almighty gods like the Beyonder, the dude's got no known upper limit. Though, to be fair, his body can't always keep up and will revert to Banner under too much pressure. Or too many puppies.
Puppies! And then he's tiny, then he's Banner.
Like rage are governed by an area of the brain known as the hypothalamus, which controls Bruce's transformation. If it's damaged, his life could be put in jeopardy, like when Hawkeye pierced it with a special arrow Bruce himself designed.
Good thing the Hulk's a total tank who can keep fighting for days on end. Nothing short of literal gods are strong enough to take him down.
When he does take damage, his body can heal almost instantly, even if his flesh has been vaporized or he's been cut into literal pieces.
The Hulk can adapt to any environment imaginable, whether that's just straight up holding energy or surviving the depths of space.
He's even battled the warrior god Thor, who has thousands of years of combat experience and is fast enough to cross the universe in about 5 seconds, nearly 300 quadrillion times the speed of light.
No wonder the—
Yeah, see, like, just all of those things, there's nothing Brawley could ever do to that.
The world's so scared of him. He's a green apple-flavored behemoth of destruction with the mind of a cranky 4-year-old.
While the classic Savage Hulk persona may be childish.
Puny god.
I love that part. It still makes me giggle from the movie.
Right? Just, the movies were good.
I am a god.
Puny god.
Brute. There are several, maybe even thousands of other personalities cooped up within Banner's shattered psyche.
Joe Fixit is a street-smart bouncer, Doc Green is a super genius, and the Devil Hulk is the father figure Bruce never had. It's like an all-you-can-eat Hulk Emporium in Bruce's brain. We got your Dark Hulk, Mindless Hulk, Hulk Squared, and Claw, which is basically just Sad Hulk. It's kind of dumb.
It's kind of dumb. I love Boomstick so much. Oh man.
Despite seeing his human half as weak, Hulk and Bruce would finally unite against a cruel, uncaring world under a new persona, the Green Scar.
He brought a world war to Earth and tore the superhero community a new asshole. And by finally letting go of puny Banner, the Hulk became the unstoppable force everyone's always feared, a world breaker.
World is underselling it. The Savage Hulk once obliterated an entire universe with a thunderclap and bloodied Hyperion with a single punch. The same Hyperion who survived the collision of 2 universes unscathed. Which begs the question, how much more powerful is the Hulk at his maximum?
See what I mean? He's just too OP. Like,
He sounds a lot like Piccolo on steroids.
I mean, well, yeah, but it's one of those things. It's like the Goku versus Superman debate. Like, who would be stronger? Goku has a limit. Superman is powered by the sun. He has no limit. So it's like stuff like this. Like they said, his max there's no cap. Like when you put that no cap on any kind of superhero, they're just blindly OP. So like
This one's
seems one-sided at this point.
all on me, Wiz. So, Hulk was once with this chick, Umar, ruler of the Dark Dimension. Spooky. Hulk could only match her strength for 6 minutes, but he made up for it in round 2 when he came back as the Green Scar and kept Hulk smashing for hours. It's likely they went until dawn. That's a 12-hour session of Hulk smashing at most. My man.
Well, that would make the Green Scar 120 times stronger than the Savage Hulk. Multiplying that by the energy of the 2 colliding universes would yield 960 duovigintillion joules. That's just a ridiculous number. All that from a single battle?
Battle? Oh, sweet summer child, Wiz. That's not the kind of smashing I meant.
You've got to be kidding me.
I think I...
Hulk smash.
Hulk smash.
He smashed all right. I'd smash that.
just invented a new field of science. The science of the
The science of the fuck.
Now, you might be thinking this gamma stuff is nuts, and you're right, because it's Satan magic.
Because it's Satan magic.
Challenge for all of you. Go to every computer in your house, your mom's, your dad's, your sister, your brother's computer.
So, turns out, gamma is actually directly connected to energy from hell, drawn from Marvel's ultimate satanic being, the One Below All. By using his powers, the Hulk is literally channeling the devil.
It's also what kept him.
What the fuck? What?
So
I didn't know
Hulk is
that.
a demon as
He's
well.
he's like a green goddamn goblin.
Demon.
Ah, Green Goblin, get it? Marvel reference.
him alive all these years. Every time Bruce dies, his soul is sent to hell and can resurrect. Once returned
Why is this even a battle now?
to the world, his
It's like we're just gonna flex on everything Hulk does and then shit on Brawley.
Here's Brawley.
Yeah.
That's all I got for you.
Here's broccoli.
Brawley. Here's broccoli.
Eat your broccoli, Hulk.
body will heal from whatever killed him. The dude literally can't die.
And after a journey into the lowest plane of hell, the Hulk even faced off against the One Below All and the ghost of his father.
In the greatest therapy session of all time, he thunderclapped those two assholes to smithereens. Talk about
Thunderclap.
So he killed them both.
cathartic. From one man with crippling daddy issues to another. Well done, sir.
What else can you say but incredible? The Saiyans, a brutal alien race of interstellar conquerors.
And giant monkey men.
These famous warriors are defined by three things: their tenacity, their pride, and their rage, which fuels their world-destroying power.
And no Saiyan can get even close to his pissed off ass Broly.
Despite being of low birth, the infant Broly was considered a prodigy by Saiyan scientists due to his impossibly high power level of 10,000, enough to survive a planetary explosion.
What? Over 9,000?
Oh God. I knew it was gonna happen.
I knew they were gonna do
He
that.
fucking
reference.
knew it.
Okay, my
Okay, so
whole
they're-
thing is, I never realized Brawley was 48.
Neither did I. They
I thought
don't.
he was at least in his 30s.
They don't really. And Saiyans have a slowed aging process as well. So like they can battle on into their 70s and 80s. Like in GT or something, Goku and Vegeta are like 70s or something in GT. Thankfully, GT's not canon. But anyway,
Are they really?
they're like in their 50s or 60s. Yeah.
Look at the last one.
Namesake inspired by Broccoli. No shit. The legendary Super Saiyan, of course, formerly of the Frieza Force. He was trained by in isolation by Paragus. Yep. Okay.
All right, I'm sorry, I got it out of my system.
All right. I'm sorry, I got it out of my system.
Anyway, baby Broly was growing up nice and happy until he was driven insane by baby Goku's incessant crying. Now, everyone complains that this is the lamest backstory ever, but have you played Yoshi's Island?
Have you played Yoshi's Island? Well, yes, I have. It's one of my favorite games.
Not.
It's a good game. It's a very good game.
Stupid game.
Yeah.
Ah! Nope, make it stop!
That's the original story, but with the new movie, that's no longer canon. However, despite developing different personalities, both of these Brolys are essentially the same character in different situations.
The 2018 one is our primary source here, but we'll look at the original and similar Saiyans like Kale for more info.
Whether it be jealousy for...
Oh yeah, I forgot that they made Kale partially legendary. She had the greenish aura and stuff. Okay.
Well, yeah, we discovered that watching it the one day, didn't we?
Well, I knew because I watched Super, but everyone thought in the beginning that it was going to be they were going to make Kale the legendary Super Saiyan, and then Broly was just going to be drifted off into non-canon existence. And,
Gotcha.
And everyone was super butthurt, and then Akira Tama was like, no, here's the Dragon Ball Super Broly movie, and everyone was like, all right, you're fine.
his own son or genuine
so now Broly is canon.
fear of Broly's potential, Vegeta, the king, not the prince, abandoned Broly to a hellish backwater planet to die, with only his father Paragus as company.
Just in time for Vegeta to get nuked. The planet, not the king. Well, I guess the king too. All thanks to the alien tyrant Frieza. Nice job getting rid of your crazy strong Saiyan, baby. Idiot.
Ironically, after decades of isolation, Broly and Paragus were found by Frieza and drafted into his army to eliminate the Saiyans on Earth, Goku and Vegeta. The prince, not the planet, or the king.
Thing is, Broly's not like the angry Saiyans. This guy's a gentle giant who would rather play with his big green alien dog than fight anybody.
Paragus molded Broly into a deadly warrior whether he liked it or not. Like most Saiyans, Broly can harness Ki, or one's inner life force, as an energy to enhance his physicality.
Or fire it from his hands in a super laser beam.
Broly's bread and butter is his eraser cannon, a green fastball that'll cross thousands of miles in seconds and vaporize planets.
He can barf lasers with his gigantic roar.
Barf lasers. Got to roll it on the pulse. Barf. Key techniques: blaster, meteor, eraser, blow, eraser, cannon, gigantic breath.
A lot of moves.
Holy fuck, dude! Why do you have so many goddamn moves?
Shower the landscape with blood.
I mean, I can't say anything. Fucking Goku has like a list of 1,000,000 moves and uses like 3.
And half of them aren't even his.
Yeah, none of them are his. Like at all.
Stole them.
Every single one of them is not his. Destructo Disc, Kamehameha,
Solar
Instant Transmission,
Flare.
Solar Flare. None of his. Special Beam can't. None of them. None of them are. I don't know if he's. I'm sure he's learned Special Beam Cannon. He just doesn't use it. It takes too long to power up.
Blaster meteor, or just straight murder people with his gigantic orgasm.
Gigantic Omega Storm.
Oh,
Gigantic orgasm. Oh, Omega Storm.
that makes more sense.
Right, yeah.
I'm gonna rename my dick that.
Exactly, right?
His most powerful technique, though, is a small ki bolt that Broly can feed to rapidly grow in size and consume entire worlds. The Omega Blaster.
Broly's arsenal isn't just blowing stuff up, though. He can use his ki for flight, telekinesis, and paralysis.
Despite being stuck in the space boonies all his life, he's an adaptable
Space Boonies.
They're not wrong.
They're not.
fighter who can match seasoned veterans.
Basically, he learns as he fights. And while most Saiyans get stronger every time they almost die, the Bromeister's strength is tied to his emotions. AKA, the angrier he gets, the stronger he gets. Doesn't that sound familiar?
Yep.
These power boosts are so great, he can match transformations like the Super Saiyan without even needing to transform.
But don't worry, he can do that too. His Wrath state roids him up and makes him as strong as a Saiyan Great Ape without all the fur. Or the shedding.
Much to Frieza's chagrin, though, Broly had never learned to unlock Super Saiyan, and could not compete with Goku and Vegeta's stronger forms.
Solution? Murder Broly's dad to get him to transform.
Like fantasy? You're gonna love this. Join forces with your friends and...
Despite the physical abuse he suffered at his father's hands, Paragus was still the only family Broly had, and losing that drove him over the edge.
That's basically what happened to me when my dad lived. Except I turned into a super alcoholic.
Super alcoholic.
Although Broly didn't turn into a typical Super Saiyan.
You're welcome.
Broly's new form was actually a Super Saiyan C-type. This is an unleashed version of the repressed Super Saiyan A-type, which are both precursors of the B-type.
Daddy,
What the fuck are they talking about? I don't even know any of that.
I
C-type,
don't
A-type, B-type? What?
going out for cigarettes again? Okay, I'll see you when you get back. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Here with blah 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 blah.
I love you.
Hey,
What?
are you paying attention?
Yeah. The Super Saiyan Vitamin C form has the perfect energy control and let him wail on Frieza for over an hour. And this time I mean wail as in fight.
Right. Broly's power was so immense, it even made Goku of all people turn tail and run.
Goku was able to clash with Lord Beerus with enough force to potentially destroy all of Universe 7, a humongous cosmic structure shown in this symbolic model.
Making the Dragon Ball universe 9 times larger than our own. Based on this, the shockwaves from their clash propagated 240 quadrillion times faster than light.
And after that, Goku became that powerful in his base form. Imagine how much stronger he was at Super Duper Pooper Scooper Saiyan.
Or when fused with Vegeta into the almighty Gogeta, a being many times more powerful than the sum of his parts.
Broly got into a dick measuring contest with a friggin' Super Saiyan squared and shattered reality.
And at the peak of his rage, he became the Warrior of Myth, destined to appear once every 1,000 years. The legendary Super Saiyan.
As a broccoli-haired freak, legendary Broly's power is so great that he needs to constantly let it out or else he might self-destruct. I guess you could say his power is maximum!
He's easily among the strongest foes Goku's gone up against. That includes beings capable of shaking an infinite void just by powering up, or merging with the universe and affecting alternate timelines.
In his original timeline, the Brawl survived his energy exploding out of him all at once, and in canon he took dozens of attacks from Gogeta Blue without any visible damage after fighting for hours.
His power comes at a cost, though. In his berserker state, Broly is wide open against an opponent who's just as strong, but far more skilled.
And after taking enough damage, his rage will hit its limits, and his power will fizzle out quick. He can even get knocked into weaker forms.
Broly did lose his fight with Gogeta fair and square, but with new friends at his side to support him and a new rival to teach him to temper his fury, the lonely Saiyan outcast finally got what his father could never give him: a family.
Oh, but that means he has even more to lose, so watch out because this Super Saiyan's temper is legendary.
Okay, so it's so hard because I still feel that Hulk has the overall like OP-ness of it all.
Yeah.
Like, yes, Broly does have a whole bunch of stuff on his side, and like, do they both, the angrier they get, the stronger they get, but it's just Hulk is just leaps and bounds stronger at this point. Like,
That's,
you know, like they 960 quadrilla joules or whatever the fuck the thunderclap ass thing was. You know, yeah, he did blah, 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 math, and I'm like, so he just breaks shit. Yeah, I don't think Broly stands a chance. I mean, I wish.
Things with his finger.
Yeah, exactly. Hulk sneezes and 3 universes
So
die.
at this point, I'm gonna say Hulk is probably gonna win just because of that ridiculous number that I will never imagine in my head.
Quintillion joules.
But my hopes are still for Broly.
Right? Yeah.
Either way, I win at the end.
All right, we'll see.
All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
But first, if you want some more earth-shattering action, check out Wonder Woman 1984.
This episode of Death Battle is sponsored by Warner Brothers Pictures and HBO Max. Wonder Woman 1984 is in theaters and HBO Max on December 25th, streaming on HBO Max for a limited time of 31 days from its theatrical release.
I don't know if you've heard, Wiz, but Wonder Woman 1984 is coming out in theaters and HBO Max on December 25th. Christmas is coming early this year, or exactly on time.
If you were as entranced as we were with the first Wonder Woman, strap in for an action-packed 80s romp filled with heart, hope, epic fight scenes, and a few surprises.
I mean, I know I'm excited to see her swing on lightning.
And her golden armor that'll let her stand up to new villains like Maxwell Lord and the Cheetah. I'm fascinated by its composition, assuming a density of 1,000 kilograms per meter cubed.
Enough nerd speak, Wiz. If you like badass action sequences peppered with fun and humor, this movie will have something for everyone to enjoy, especially the tried and true fans.
Set in the 1980s, the height of America's power, pride, and glamorous excess, Diana's trying to save a world very different than the one she knew from the first film. She's a hero for all and one the world definitely needs right now. I, for one, am excited to see it safely on the big screen. Or at home on HBO Max in my jammies.
Wonder Woman 1984 in theaters and HBO Max on December 25th. Streaming on HBO Max for a limited time of 31 days from its theatrical release in the US only at no extra cost to subscribers. But right now, it's time for a death battle!
It's time for a death battle!
Hey, spiky hair man, what's this puny planet?
You scared them away. You're making me angry. You won't like me when I'm angry.
Yeah, there it is.
Brawley says it.
Yep.
Of all people.
Show me.
Yep.
Just got Loki.
That's the term now. When Hulk does that, he just got Loki.
Hulk ain't just incredible. Hulk is immortal.
You are monster?
No, the devil!
He's not wrong.
Hulk smash! You think you're strong? Hulk's strongest there is! Yes! Show me! Break the world! Break everything! I'll kill you!
Be a tie. Tell me it's a freaking tie. What?
Imagine the places we'll go together.
No, no fucking way Brawley wins. There's no. Oh, fuck.
Using headbutts at that.
Right, yeah, for
No,
real.
it can't be that simple.
Yo, he won!
Did he?
Throat sore.
And the deer came back. Bro.
What?
Yes.
Oh, what the fuck? Yeah, boy.
Using headbutts.
Using it, I think it probably comes down to ki, because ki is something that the Marvel Universe stuff doesn't really understand, so it might have just been like a ki thing.
Heyo! This just in, breaking news. Local area saying literally too angry to die.
The Hulk had numerous advantages over.
He got Loki. He's too angry to die.
For Broly, he was far more experienced, slightly faster, and potentially smarter depending on which Hulk was in charge.
But since the Hulk's fight for control in Bruce's mind, it wasn't guaranteed he'd get one of the geniuses. Still, his healing factor was nuts. Broly wasn't gonna put him down with anything less than complete annihilation.
Fortunately for Broly, compared to his unbelievable power, the Hulk came up short.
I know what you're thinking. Hulk could destroy a universe 120 times over, while Goku could only manage a lowly 9.
But that was base Goku's strength. Broly's maximum, no pun intended, was far greater. Let's lay down some numbers.
As a legendary Super Saiyan, Broly was stronger than Super Saiyan Gogeta and took hits from Gogeta Blue without even bleeding.
Based on the Daizenshuu, the blonde Super Saiyan 3 form is about 400 times greater than Goku's base. Applied to Goku's new base in Dragon Ball Super, he would already be 30 times more powerful than World Breaker Hulk.
And that's before factoring in Super Saiyan Blue and Gogeta, which are way stronger than Super Saiyan 3.
With this in mind, legendary Super Saiyan Broly is thousands, possibly millions of times stronger than the World Breaker we've seen. While the Hulk's strength can keep increasing, so will Broly's, and it's unlikely he'd be able to catch up before being overwhelmed. After all, there have been multiple times when the strain on Hulk's body turned him back into Banner.
With that big of a power difference, there's no way the same would.
Gamma radiation is not an all-purpose life energy natural to all living things like ki is, and the two cannot be compared. Therefore, Hulk cannot drain Broly of his ki to depower him. Nice.
Happen here. Even stuff like breaking space and time is nothing new to Broly and other Dragon Ball characters.
And don't misunderstand the Hulk's encounter with the One Below All. There's no evidence he directly overpowered actual Satan, just dispersed his cloudy avatar.
Hulk even said he was just doing that to buy time.
Broly's flight allowed him greater maneuverability and area control, plus he could attack at a distance with ki. When Hulk did close that gap, Broly's force field and paralysis protected him up close.
And it's unlikely Hulk could land a lucky fatal blow, considering Broly took hits from Gogeta Blue, who's millions of times stronger than the World Breaker. You get the idea.
That leads us to our last and most important question. Could Broly bypass Hulk's immortality to put him down and take the win? Surprisingly, yes.
Whenever the Hulk or Bruce die, his healing factor kicks in to fix whatever wound killed him in the first place.
Meaning he still needs some element of his physical body that can heal itself in order to come back to life. The hypothalamus is key to this. Once it was destroyed by Hawkeye and his special arrow, Bruce took months to come back from the dead. With Broly's incredible power, there was no doubt he could vaporize Hulk and leave nothing left to heal.
Like basically every Dragon Ball Z fight ever.
The Hulk was an incredible opponent, but the legendary Super Saiyan's boundless power, arena control, range of techniques, and Saiyan Rage spelled the end for the not-so-jolly Green Giant.
This incredible fight was insane!
Insane! I love Boomstick's awful puns.
The winner is Broly.
Yes, finally
That's
fucking
That's my dude.
DBZ gets one. Fuck you, Superman.
I'm
proud of
Broly.
Way to go, Broccoli. What the fuck?
Boomstick. A strange green man in a zoot suit left a letter for you.
Oh, sounds legit. Give me. Dad?
Thank you
Dad?
so much for watching this season finale to one of the honestly best years we've ever had. And next season, we'll be celebrating 10 years of Death Battle.
10 years of Death Battle. Let's fucking go. That means those battles are going to be fire.
With some of the biggest and wildest episodes we've ever done.
10 years. Bigger, bolder, better. I saw a Cloud in that.
I did see Cloud too.
March 7th, 2021. Oh hell yes! We're gonna have to keep looking at that. Let's give it that watch time that it so rightly deserves. do that. So we're gonna go give that a like. Everyone go give these people the likes. Let's go give Rooster Teeth some fucking love. Death Battle some love. Yo, finally a Saiyan. Whoop. Cloud season. Gonna be fire. Awesome. All right. Boom. Hell yeah, we did it. That was, so what do you think? Good? Good,
yeah,
bad, ugly?
I'm happy. Brawley won.
It was super dope. That was definitely an awesome death battle. It's the season finale already. I mean, we're almost into the new year. So it looks like March 7th, 2021 is when they'll be coming back. So that just gives them time to work on stuff and do all that other horse shit. So
see a cloud.
Yeah, right. Absolutely. I can't wait. Well, I can't wait to see once we know if we see teaser. Yes, I think so. I don't know. I'm not sure. I don't know. Maybe. But that'll do it, everybody. If you guys enjoy the content from me, DT, and from Hora as well, thank you. And make sure to hit that subscribe button. It's a little boop, and then you're subscribed. Hit that bell icon as well. Also, 50% of you aren't subscribed. What the hell are you doing? Please hit that little red button down below. It would be super great. I am loving the awesome community I'm growing here on the YouTubes. It has been awesome. I'm on the road to 100 subscribers. When I get 200, these will come off and go up here. Get to see my glorious eyes. You don't know, I might have Sharingan. I might be blind in one eye. I might have glass eye. I don't fucking know. You don't know what I'm going to have.
I know.
Yes, she only knows. And please also leave a like, leave a comment, all that fun stuff. Get me into YouTube's algorithm so this beautiful face and her beautiful face can be spread all across the globe. I do appreciate you all for hanging out. And with that, I will catch you in the next one. And it is Boomer out.